Hello and welcome back. The season's changing again. Autumn's golden glow is slowly fading, and there is that chill in the air. That means winter is almost here. And this is the time when you start craving for warm, comforting, and home cooked meals. So, today I thought I would take you through another one of my weekly meal prep and planning routines. For me, meal planning isn't about fancy recipes or spending hours in the kitchen. It's simply about doing a few small things in advance that makes the busy days feel a little easier. Whether it's chopping some veggies, cooking a batch of grains, or just planning your meals for the next few days, any bit of prep that helps reduce cooking time during the week counts as meal planning in my book. Like yesterday night, I soaked some green moong dal and chana. That's really what meal planning is about, doing a few simple steps ahead of time so you can really enjoy the process instead of rushing through it. I put the chana in the pressure cooker to boil. I'll be using that later to make some high protein tikkis. I'm also going to sprout the soaked green moong dal using my sprout maker, and since today is going to be one of those days with loads of chopping, I will definitely need the electric chopper. Sprouted green moong is honestly one of my favorites. So healthy, full of protein and fiber, and really easy to use. I love adding it to my salads, and I'll be making some moong chilla for breakfast this week too. And I love using the sprouter from Amazon. Just soak, set, and forget. In a day or two, you will have fresh moong sprouts ready to use. Next, I'm prepping for some school snacks and tiffin dishes. Morning hours are always a rush in every home. And I feel like if your kid's lunchbox menu is planned ahead, there is honestly no better feeling each morning. It just makes the start of the day so much calmer. So to get a head start, I diced some red bell pepper, onion and garlic. I'm going to season them with a drizzle of olive oil, a pinch of salt and some freshly crushed black pepper. I like to roast these in oven for about 5 minutes, just until the onions start getting slightly charred, and that gives such a nice depth of flavor. Then I add in the tomatoes a bit later once the onions have that lovely roasted color. This mix becomes the base for my homemade pasta and pizza sauce, perfect for quick tiffin recipes and after school snacks. Another important thing I always do as a part of my meal prep and planning is boil some potatoes. Today I'm also boiling a raw banana along with them. And the days when I'm too tired to cook, aloo paratha becomes dinner, or something simple like aloo puri or even masala dosa. And with the boiled raw banana, I usually make mashed banana pakora or sometimes sneak it into parathas for my son. It's a great way to add some extra nutrition without him noticing. If you have been around the channel for a while, you know I have done quite a few meal prep and planning videos before. But if you're new here, welcome. You might want to check out some of those earlier ones. I will link all the videos in the description box. You know, as much as I love decorating my home, planning for meals and making everything look perfect, there is one thing that's not so perfect: managing my son's math homework. Between shoots, cleaning, home chores, it honestly gets tough to sit with him every day. But recently I found this amazing platform called Bhanzu, and it's been such a relief. It's designed by Neelkant Bhanu, who is actually the world's fastest human calculator. And trust me, the way Bhanzu makes kids fall in love with math is just brilliant. My son's been learning through Bhanzu for a few weeks now, and I can see the change. He's quicker with numbers, more confident, and for the first time ever, he's enjoying math. And the best part, when I'm busy or not around to help, there is Bhanzu Buddy, his smart learning companion that helps him in real time. Vanzu offers courses for kids aged 5 to 15. Each class is fun, interactive, and filled with cool activities. If you are a parent juggling a busy schedule like me, this is the solution you need. You can even try a free demo class. Just check out the link in the description below and register today. I promise you will thank yourself later. Another important thing to start your meal prepping is to take a quick look in your fridge. For example, after checking my vegetable box, I realized that bhindi and karela have been sitting in the fridge since last week. So those are the ones I need to use first. Similarly, the half-cut beetroot will be grated and used for raita, while the fresh ones I just bought will be reserved for salads. In the meantime, I put some milk to boil to make homemade masala paneer. Making it at home is really straightforward and it's such a handy addition to have ready for the week. This is what I do to store fresh coriander leaves for weeks in the fridge. I line an airtight container with a kitchen towel and place the coriander in. Make sure there are no spoiled or yellow leaves left. That's really important. Stored in this way, the coriander easily stays fresh for more than 2 weeks in the fridge. And don't throw away the stems. I use them in my pudina chutney. They add so much flavor. The milk has started boiling now, so I'm adding some freshly crushed coriander seeds, jeera, black pepper, chili flake, and a bit of chopped coriander. Once that's in, I will add lemon juice to curdle the milk. This way you get a nice flavored masala paneer. It tastes amazing in pakora, tikki, or even just as it is. I'm going to set it in my paneer mold now and the leftover whey water won't go to waste. I usually use it to knead dough or pour it into my plants. With the season shifting, the last few blooms are left in the garden. Whenever I get a little time, I pluck the remaining pudina leaves and batch dry them in the air fryer. It's such a nice way to preserve them for the winter months. Trust me, pudina is so easy and low maintenance to grow. I wash the pudina leaves thoroughly and remove all the excess water using a salad spinner. Then I'll spread them out on a clean kitchen towel and let them air dry for a few hours before putting them in the air fryer. So now that most of the prep work is done, let's dive into the cooking part. I always batch cook the basic Indian gravy masala and freeze it. It's such a lifesaver on busy days. And today I am making the butter chicken or butter paneer style base gravy. My son loves it and I'm expecting a few guests too. It's super simple, just saute some diced onions, ginger, garlic and tomatoes along with a few cashews and basic spices. Once the masala is cooked and everything looks nice and soft, just let it cool completely. Then blend it into a smooth paste and store it. It will stay good in fridge for up to a week and you can freeze it for months.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile.
Now for the high protein chana tikkis, I started by adding a little to no oil in a non-stick pan and sauteing finely chopped onions and some garlic. You can also add finely chopped veggies of your choice, spinach, carrot, beetroot. Today I am adding some broccoli. If you don't have a chopper, grating the veggies works just fine as well.
Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we
Next I mashed the boiled chickpeas using a potato masher and sauteed everything together, adding a small cube of butter, some salt, pepper, chili flakes and oregano for flavor. Once that's done, mix everything together with about 2 tablespoons of rice flour. You can use all-purpose flour too and shape them up. Rolling them in some breadcrumbs at the end gives a nice texture. For the breadcrumbs, I just air fried 2 slices of bread in the air fryer until crisp and then grounded them in my mixer grinder. Super easy and no waste. These high protein chana tikkis are perfect for kids' lunch boxes or as a quick evening snack. You can air fry them at 180 degrees Celsius for 5 to 7 minutes, brushing a little oil or butter if you're making them for kids.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime.
Next, I place the pudina leaves in the air fryer for about 2 minutes to dry it up. This way you can store pudina for months and use it later in your raitas or chutneys. Of course, nothing beats the aroma of fresh leaves, but this works as well when the fresh ones aren't easily available.
Oh, I just wanna love you right.
Next, I blended the pizza pasta sauce until smooth. Then I simply saute it with little olive oil, some salt, and a bit of tomato ketchup. You can also use tomato puree if you want that nice red color and balanced flavor.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different.
At the end, I added some freshly chopped basil leaves for that authentic taste. It really makes the sauce come alive. Then I started chopping the washed veggies. It's such a handy step, and if stored properly in airtight containers, they can last up to 5 days in the fridge. Just make sure the veggies are completely air dried and there is no moisture left before storing. The gobi, beans and carrots will be used in veg pulao, paratha and any sabji that I'll be making during the week. Here is a small tip for storing green chillies in the fridge. They can last up to 3 weeks if you place a garlic clove with them. The garlic helps prevent any molding that can happen due to moisture when storing them for longer periods. I also like storing them in clear containers. It's a nice little reminder every time you open the fridge about what needs to be used first. Then I started all the blending work together. The base gravy, the dried pudina, pudina chutney, and I also quickly made some homemade garlic butter for garlic breads.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey, darling, we could get out of town.
I hope you found these tips and little tricks helpful. Meal prepping and planning can make such a difference during busy weeks, and I love sharing all these small tricks that save time and keep things delicious. The paneer has also set beautifully, so I'm storing it in a clear glass container. I'll be using it over the next day or two. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned, I'll be sharing more seasonal cozy meal prep ideas soon. Take care, see you next time.